Gotta see my parents.
I've got to see my parents.
Ladies and gentlemen, the drama king and queen of Connecticut.
What David Sutcliffe brought to the role was you had to believe that Lorelai and he had a past and possibly have a future. And he totally sold that.
You're that guy who crashed his new Porsche 2 hours after his parents gave it to him for his 16th birthday.
And you were the girl in the Pinky Tuscadero t-shirt sitting right next to me.
Horrified.
Think again.
A lot of people ask me, is it really hard to talk that fast? And the answer is yes. It's very hard to talk that fast.
My father's probably only hit another man in college wearing boxing gloves and one of those Fred Mertz Golden Gloves pullover sweaters.
Fred Mertz?
I Love Lucy, Fred Mertz.
Landlord to Ricky, husband to Ethel. I know, it's just a weird reference.
Hello, pajamas.
Right.
How can I possibly get this dialogue out as quickly as Lauren? You know, she's a tremendous actress, so, you know, if you want to roll with Lauren Graham, you better bring your A game, because otherwise she's going to blow you out of the water.
Lauren is one of the most intelligent and quick-witted and quick-minded actresses I've ever worked with.
You were on the phone.
Long distance.
God?
London.
God lives in London?
My mother lives in London.
Your mother is God?
Lorelai.
So, God is a woman.
Lorelai.
And a relative. That's so cool. I'm gonna totally ask for favors.
This is definitely the most challenging job I've ever had, just in terms of how much language I deal with.
I'll be back in plenty of time to help you decorate.
No, this is your party. You do not work, you lounge and mock those who are. Have I taught you nothing?
What's tough is because our show goes so quickly, whereas like a normal hour-long script might be 55 pages, 52 pages, we're 80. And we have to shoot 80 pages in the same amount of time as those 55 pages. That's a lot of pages. So it's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And because the show really is about Lauren and Alexis, they are in every scene.
I love to paint.
You do?
Yes, I do.
You love it?
I want to marry it.
You have strange passions.
She likes washing dishes too. She's multifaceted abnormal.
Now, Alexis was new in the business when we started this show and has learned so much.
Saying I love you is a really difficult thing.
Well, I just did it.
And you did it really well.
I think she's just amazing. I think she's so got Rory down.
So do you want to go?
Honestly?
Yeah.
However, the camera so loves that girl's face that she almost doesn't have to do anything.
I never met Audrey Hepburn, but some of the actors I know who worked with Audrey described her the way I would describe Alexis, which is a phenomenon. She is effortlessly perfect in front of the camera.
I can't imagine a better partner to do this job with.
People always ask if Lauren's acts like a mom off camera or in real life.
I mean, on the set, we get along really well, and we just help each other out, and it just kind of clicked.
Really?
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 Okay, new word now.
It's bizarre because they're so well matched together for mother-daughter, but they're so different, and you know, as actors, they're so different to work with. It's fun.
Do we want marshmallows?
And jelly beans, and chocolate kisses, cookie dough we have at home, peanut butter.
I mainly have heard from people that they can't believe how much the characters eat, and is that real, and do we really eat like that in real life? No, we don't.
You swear? On the life of the lead singer of Blur? On the soul of Nico.
I think part of the success of the show is in the way in which it presents a little bit of a puzzle. It's not designed so that everyone gets everything.
Stella is the chick?
Yes.
I like that name.
Oh, Streetcar Named Desire.
Vivian Lee or Jessica Tandy?
Hello, Tandy.
Of course, continue.
They'll throw, you know, a pop culture young person's reference along with some obscure historical reference with a literary reference.
I think Edith Wharton would have been proud and busy taking notes.
It's an educated person's dream to watch that show, just to see if they can figure out who that is, what that reference means, because we sit there and the table reads and we all look at each other and go, huh?
Louis, I think this is the beginning of a wonderful friendship.
Who's Louis?
3 references a show where I'm just like,
There's references that I don't get in every episode. You know what I mean? It's like, what the hell is that? Who is that?
I don't follow pop music much, so those are all over my head.
There are references that I read, and I'm like, who's this?
I don't know what we're talking about most of the time.
It tends to be music. It tends to be random 80s bands that I simply was listening to too much Joni Mitchell to pay attention to at the time.
Lauren is pretty damn good. I gotta tell you, it's hard to stump her. She's really It's almost fun. It's like, did we get her this time?
I'm like the Merlin Perkins of Stars Hollow.
It's kind of fun to throw it in because it's so bizarre, but audiences are as smart as you will allow them to be. You know, if you write dumb, then, you know, you're just saying that the audience can't handle it, which is, in my mind, crazy. Audiences like good material. They like smart material. Smart shows work all the time.
I've never seen The Way We Were.
Are you kidding?
What are you waiting for? Heartache, laughter,
Communism?
all in one neat package.
I've worked on a lot of television shows, and you don't find this level of commitment and intelligence in the writing.
I love picking up the script and seeing what's going to come out of Lauren's mouth is extraordinary.
I don't think there's anybody else writing right now on television that has such a depth of knowledge, so literate.
I never read Proust. I always wanted to. Every now and then, I'm seized with an overwhelming urge to say something like, as Marcel Proust would say.
Gilmore Girls has so much to say and is done so well by Amy and Dan that, you know, as an actor especially, you feel like you are doing something worthwhile.
Oh no. What? It just figures that the only Korean boy at this party has his Korean girl radar turned on. Amy Sherman-Palladino and Dan Palladino, they create these structures that's so much fun for the actors to play in.
Dean!
What?
Stop!
Why?
Because I love you, you idiot!
Anybody that comes up and, you know, says, hey, I love the show, just really respects the show, respects the writing, respects the acting, and it's an honor to work for a show like that, that's respected.
A lot of like moms say that it makes their daughters able to be in the same room with them for an hour so they can watch the show together.
When it comes to love and relationships, I don't necessarily want you to be like me. I would hate to think that I raised a kid who couldn't say I love you.
I think it is the best character I've ever played.
Let's face it, I've peaked. This is it. It's all downhill from here after this show because it's to be able to create a show that they let you do what you want to do, they let you write what you want to write, they let you put your crazy references in, to be able to work with really top-notch actors, it's, you know, you never have once, happens once, it's all over. Seriously, really, it's just me under a bus after this.
Danny, are you bringing the old nuts? I'm sitting in front of a table full of, I'll show you one later. They are nuts. It's a random bowl of nuts. If you're a crazy fan of the show, you may know the random bowl of nuts. It's been on the coffee table since season 1. And Danny tonight was going to eat one. Oh, delicious. And so decorative, isn't it? Oh, who doesn't want the centerpiece of old acorns in their house? Oh, Lorelai, Rory, give us more decorating tips. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a 4-year-old acorn. Why? Whose idea was that? I don't know. Look at that. It's been somebody gnawed on it.